Have you ever wondered what life would be like if everything you knew simply ceased to exist? Quite a thought, isn't it? It's the sort of question that nudges us towards the precipice of the unthinkable. It's not about the doom and gloom, but rather the essence of existence. We're exploring the concept of life, not as we know it, but as it could be in a world where our everyday comforts are stripped away. We humans are adaptable creatures, aren't we? We've built civilizations, charted stars, and even set foot on the moon. But when faced with the stark reality of survival, when the mundane becomes the extraordinary, how would we fare? Life's challenges, after all, are often a matter of perspective. Now let's dive into the deep end, shall we? Imagine a life where every day is a battle for survival, post-apocalypse. What would that world look like? Stay tuned as we delve into this thought-provoking journey. An apocalypse, a world-ending event, has occurred. The world as we know it has changed drastically. Imagine waking up one day to find the world you've always known, the world you've grown comfortable with, has been replaced by an alien landscape. The familiar hum of civilization is replaced by an eerie silence broken only by the howling wind and the distant echoes of chaos. This is life after the end. In this new reality, every day is a struggle for survival. The conveniences we once took for granted have become rare commodities: clean water, food, medicine. These are now the new gold, more valuable than any precious metal or gemstone. Every day is a quest, a hunt for these basic necessities. But it's not just the lack of resources that makes life after the end so challenging. It's the constant threat of danger that hangs in the air. There are no laws here, no rules to abide by except for one: survive. The concept of trust has become obsolete. Every stranger could be a friend, a foe, or a predator. In this harsh landscape, the simple act of living becomes a Herculean task. The world has become a vast, unforgiving wilderness, and we are nothing more than wanderers trying to navigate through the rubble of what was once our home. But the human spirit is resilient. We adapt, we evolve, and we find ways to endure. We learn to forage, to defend ourselves, to build shelters from the wreckage. We learn to make do with what we have, to appreciate the little things, to find joy in the simplest of pleasures. In this world, every decision we make, every action we take carries weight. There are no do-overs, no second chances. Every choice could mean the difference between life and death. But even in the face of such adversity, we find a way to keep going, because that's what humans do. We survive, we persevere. And in the process, we discover a strength within ourselves we never knew we had. In this new world, every decision, every action carries weight. In the face of such despair, the true test of humanity begins. Imagine, if you will, a world stripped of all its comforts, its familiarities, its order. A world where every day is a struggle for survival, where the old rules no longer apply. This is the reality of life after the apocalypse, but amidst the chaos and uncertainty, there lies an opportunity for us to discover who we truly are as humans. In the absence of societal structures, we're left to grapple with our values and morals. We're forced to make decisions that test our character, our empathy, our resilience. It's a stark and challenging landscape, but also a crucible for the human spirit. Stripped of the luxury of complacency, we're compelled to confront the very essence of our humanity. We're pushed to our limits, and it's in these moments when we're at our most vulnerable that we discover our true strength. Not the strength of physical prowess, but the strength of endurance, of tenacity, of the will to survive. It's in these times of adversity that we learn the true worth of compassion, of cooperation, of community. We learn that the bonds that tie us together are stronger than the forces that seek to tear us apart. We learn that despite our differences, despite our individual fears and hopes, we are all interconnected in our struggle for survival. In the post-apocalyptic world, we're reminded of the power of the human spirit, of its ability to adapt, to endure, to hope. We're reminded that even in the face of the most devastating circumstances, we have the capacity to rise, to rebuild, to reclaim our humanity. This is not a test of our ability to survive, but a test of our ability to thrive, to find meaning and purpose amidst the ruins. It's a test of our resilience, our courage, our compassion. It's a test of our humanity. Even in the darkest times, the human spirit fights to survive. The apocalypse teaches us many things, but most importantly, it teaches us about life. A cataclysmic event, the end of the world as we know it, a desolate landscape of despair. This is the apocalypse we envision. Yet, amidst the chaos and ruins, there are lessons to be learned, lessons about life that can provide clarity and perspective. In the aftermath of an apocalypse, the superficialities of life are stripped away, leaving only the bare essentials. The value of material possessions, status and wealth diminishes in the face of survival. Suddenly the designer clothes, the latest gadgets, the chic penthouses, they all lose their allure. The apocalypse teaches us the true worth of these things, showing us that they are not the keys to happiness or fulfillment. Instead, it is the basic human needs, food, water, shelter, and companionship, that take center stage. The companionship in particular reveals itself to be of paramount importance. In a desolate, post-apocalyptic world, human connection becomes a beacon of hope, a source of comfort. It is a stark reminder that we, as human beings, are social creatures, reliant on each other for more than just survival. Furthermore, the apocalypse provides a sobering reminder of our resilience. It shows us that even in the face of adversity, we can adapt, survive, and even thrive. It serves as a testament to our indomitable spirit, our capacity to endure, and our ability to find hope where there seems to be none. It also teaches us to appreciate the simple joys of life. A shared meal, a moment of laughter, a safe shelter, these become moments of profound joy and gratitude. The apocalypse, in its harshness, makes us appreciate the beauty and simplicity, the joy in the mundane. Finally, the apocalypse teaches us about the impermanence of life. It reminds us that everything we hold dear can be lost in an instant, teaching us to cherish every moment, every interaction, every breath. So, the next time you find yourself regretting life, remember the lessons of the apocalypse. Life is a matter of perspective. Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff, looking out into a vast post-apocalyptic wasteland. It's easy to see only destruction, to feel only despair. But remember the lessons we've discussed. Remember the resilience and innovation that emerged from the rubble. Remember the bonds formed in the face of adversity, the sparks of hope ignited amidst the darkness. These are not just stories from a hypothetical end of the world. They are reflections of our own lives, our own challenges. The human spirit, undeterred by calamity, remains the beacon guiding us through the storms of life. Yes, life is a matter of perspective, and when we view it through the lens of resilience, innovation, and hope, we see that it is not a thing to be regretted, but a journey to be embraced, no matter the obstacles. When faced with the challenges of life, remember the strength of the human spirit and the lessons learned from the apocalypse. Life is not to be regretted, but embraced with all its challenges.